Hi there! Once again, I've been getting questions about how to resize a finished STL model directly on an iPad. Truth is, I've wanted to solve this for a long time, primarily for my own workflow, to speed things up. So today, I'll show you two methods. First, the manual way in Nomad Sculpt, and second, the semi-automatic way using the JewelCalc app. You can decide for yourself which one works better for you. Let's start with Nomad Sculpt. We'll practice on this ring. It's currently 16 millimeters, and we need to scale it to 18 millimeters. First, add a cylinder to the scene and set its diameter to 18 millimeters. This will be our reference. Now, align the ring model so that the bridge, the part that sits on your finger, perfectly touches the top edge of this cylinder. I'll be using Move Pro. It's a custom brush from my pack that affects the entire depth of the model. You can find the link in the description, or you can make this brush yourself. Just check out my video about brushes. I show the creation process right at the beginning. So, I'll set the Move Pro brush to a large size and carefully move the geometry, using our reference cylinder as a guide. Wait, I forgot to turn on symmetry. Let's enable that now. Work carefully so you don't distort the proportions of the head. For extra safety, you can even mask the head before moving the geometry to the new cylinder. Overall, it's looking pretty good, but as I mentioned, I have another solution. The Smart Resizer in the JewelCalc app. Let's open the same model in the app. This tool is designed to stay out of your way when you don't need it. To activate it, just expand the Smart Resizer tab in the right menu. Essentially, expanding and collapsing the tab toggles the tool on and off. Once active, you'll see these boundary lines. We'll get back to them in a moment. The first thing in the menu is Ring Type. We need to choose the style of the ring. Right now, we have a solitaire/engagement ring, so that's correct. This is a smart algorithm. It works by keeping the head of the ring as unchanged as possible. The head simply moves up to the new radius, while the lower part of the shank adapts. This is perfect for solitaires, halos, or any design with complex top decor. Next, if you know the current size, you can enter it manually, but I've added an auto-detect button. It will automatically measure your ring. Here, you can choose which measurement system to use. I'll type in 18 because we want an 18 mm output. Now, let's look at the lines. They are adjusted using these sliders. It's crucial to understand how these influence zones work. The zone between the blue lines is the head protection angle. Mathematically, it preserves the arc length, meaning the distance between details or prongs stays as constant as possible. This ensures your stone fits perfectly after the resize. The area between the blue and green lines is the smoothing zone. This is where the algorithm creates a smooth transition to avoid any sharp breaks in the 3D geometry. Everything below the green lines is the free expansion zone, where the shank scales uniformly to the new size. So, let's adjust the sliders. Use the blue lines to cover the head/setting and the green lines for the transition zone. Keep in mind, the larger the size change, the wider you should make the smoothing zone for a natural look. Feel free to experiment here, as a lot depends on the specific 3D model. Next, hit Apply Resize and the new size will appear in the viewer. We can immediately generate another one. Let's say a US size 8. This checkbox toggles the info label above the model, and Clear Edit will remove the generated sizes. After you've hit Apply Resize, you must hit Calculate. The program will recalculate the weight for every single size. In the results table, you'll see all your models. To export, just find the row with the size you need and hit the STL button. The app will download the file for that specific size. The second mode is Wedding Band, Uniform Radial. As the name suggests, it's for bands. It doesn't have a protection zone, so the algorithm takes every point and moves it away from the center at an equal distance. This is ideal for classic wedding bands or rings with continuous patterns, like Celtic knots, that need to scale uniformly. Just select the type, hit Auto Detect for the current size, enter your target, and you're done. Honestly, I'm really happy I managed to implement this ring resizer, and I hope you'll find it useful too. At this point, it covers most of the daily tasks for a 3D jeweler. Links to JewelCalc and my Patreon with pro tips are in the description below, as always. Catch you in the next one.